Just a few weeks ago, in that perfect, rosy life, as he scrolled through his mobile, he thought about how living alone with no girlfriend felt. Today is a sunny day, but I have no plans. I wonder if I should get up. That's me, Soma Tondo, a 20-year-old university student. He got up, his phone buzzing as he thought, what's that? The report I have to submit next weekend is in serious trouble. What am I going to do? Seriously, this guy lives a life with no dramatic events, just the same boring routine. However, there are people who make my life shine. Both of them are my Oshi. These two beautiful girls. One of them is a VTuber named Rieta, known as Eddie Sama by her fans. She has 600,000 subscribers. At first, I just watched because I thought her voice was nice. There were some slightly unsettling videos. I started watching without much thought, and then, when he looked toward her, she was doing some tasks, saying, "Oh, it's impossible. I'm at my limit. My hands are starting to shake." She said it was an endless rabbit hole, but do your best, Eddie-sama. I was drawn to the gap between her innocent appearance and the dangerous things she did. Before I knew it, I had become her fan.as. He looked through her new videos, thinking, I haven't seen this. She was eating very spicy yakisoba while burning. However, I feel like her plans are gradually becoming more extreme. I end up watching, but I'm worried. Today, I think I'll try eating very spicy poyong, super spicy. Is that different from that? There's one more level up. It's not the spicy. Oops, well, I'm not really good with spicy food, she said. So, I'll start from here. I might challenge the super spicy one another day. By the way, when I was making it, I couldn't draw the water properly and ended up burning my thumb. A burn, the main character thought, seriously, that's exactly the kind of thing she does. She said, so, I'll eat while cooling my thumb. Let's eat. As she started eating, she was gulping it down, her face looking tense with tears in her eyes. It's really hitting the throat. Here it comes. There's a pervert in this comment section, the main character thought. Well, this is nothing. I can manage it. Next, I'll try the super spicy challenge. People were saying, push yourself in a tearful voice. Though, I won't be able to stream for a couple of days because of the moving, so I might do a movie celebration in this stream. Well, see you later. Phew, that was nerve-wracking, but I guess that's what makes it FUNAS. The main character shut off the TV. We learned about his other Oshi. This is Hiren Yasumi, a 26-year-old agency idol in her 4th year after debuting in the production industry, also known as the voice actress Yuriatsu. I met her in an idol training-type mobile game. It was the first time I saw her singing at that live concert. Her appearance was truly beautiful and graceful. I ended up becoming a complete fan. Back then, she was still an up-and-coming voice actress. Now, she's become such a popular voice actress that she stars as a main character in a Sunday morning anime. Come to think of it, is a new merch being released today? As a fan of Hiren, I have to collect the limited merch, he thought to himself. As his attention was diverted somewhere, he saw that someone was moving in next door, but all their things were out in the open. The thing is the child talking to the moving company employee. The one who just moved in, living alone, still had so many things. 2 hours later, he went to 5 convenience stores but couldn't buy it. He still looked toward her and found out that this girl was moving all the luggage. The luggage hadn't decreased at all, he thought to himself, as the girl was carrying it and was dizzy. The main character thought about how bad this was. As a thump happened, both of them were in quite an awkward pose on the ground. She was on top of him, and she apologized, saying, I'm sorry. She was an absolute beauty, and the main character, apologizing, said, I didn't mean that. My name is Tendo, a 20-year-old university student, and I'm living in this room, trying to show that he was not a suspicious neighbor. Nice to meet you, she said. My name is Hiren Shizuka. Wait, we're the same age? Seriously, a university student? Now I do something like remote work. Wow, that sounds impressive, the main character said. She replied, No, it's not like that, you know. The main character saw a bandage on her hand and asked, What happened to your hand? She said, I accidentally burned myself a little. The main character said, Isn't it difficult to carry the luggage with a burned hand? She laughed a bit, saying, I am, but I wanted to set everything up by today. But what happened with the moving company? They just left the luggage at the entrance and went back. What? Is that even possible? The main character said as he looked toward the luggage and saw that the company was only moving things, not putting any mercy on the customer. Isn't it because it's a super cheap plan? Aren't people in the city a bit mean? She said, no, that's not the point here. Well, I'll have to keep going. I need to finish this quickly. She hopped to her box, saying, I guess this box should go first, and it'd be better. I can't reach it. Come on. She tried her best, but the main character said, I'll help you, and help her get the box. She looked toward him with blushing eyes, and he said, I'm free all day, so maybe just the heavy stuff or something. She was in a blank expression as he thought, is she hesitating to let me, a man, in her room? The main character said, I'm not saying you have to, but she bowed down respectfully, saying, in that case, I'm sorry, but could I ask you for a favor? Sure, leave it to me, the main character said. Then, is it really okay if I ask you to start with the living room? The main character said, okay, where should I put this? It's fine in the middle of the room. Okay, then next is the TV. Please put that along this wall. This and that. As everything was in quite a nice check, the main character thought, it's getting cleaned up more and more. She said, so, you're someone who likes to take care of things cleanly, huh? The main character said, stop poking me. Even so, that's a lot of computers, huh? She said, it's all my work tools. When I moved, it turned into a survival game, deciding what to take. Seriously, you reduced it, and it's still that much? Then I'll go tidy up the room over there. Is it okay for you to take care of the small items? She said, all right, from this box, let's see. As the main character opened it, he was shocked, seeing, is that an Eddie-sama plushie? Even Hiron Yasumi is a fan of Eddie-sama. But did I have stuff like this? As we heard a noise coming from somewhere, it was from the room where she was. The main character ran toward her, saying, are you okay? We saw her on the ground, covered by her own garments everywhere, saying, ouch, that hurts. The main character was quite embarrassed as she said, the contents of the box got scattered. With a blushing face, the main character said, did you see? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. While in his mind naming pink, white, light blue, yellow. Really, it looks like there's still a lot of stuff. So let's get back to work, okay? As all of it got done and the main character was on the ground, she said, really, you saved me there. No way I could have finished this all by myself. He said, I'm just glad I could be of help. Right. How about we exchange contact information? I want to thank you for today's contact information. Is it okay to ruin? As both of them exchanged it, the main character asked, how is your name written? Is it Shizuka? Yes, it's okay to call you Soma, right? She said. That's right, Tendo Soma. Nice to meet you, Hiron Shizuka. You can just call me Shizuka. We're the same age, after all. Oh, I see. Well then, Shizuka, I look forward to working with you. Yes, she said. I'm looking forward to working with you from now on as well, Soma. She grinned, blushing, her face and the main character's heart pounding as well that Tonari. The main character thought about how tired he was. Still, the neighbor was cute and all. He remembered the scene with the undergarments, thinking, just forget about it. Let's watch Eddie-sama stream and calm down. Today, as promised, I'll eat some super spicy noodles, she said. I'm so glad they were selling it at the convenience store near my place. Even the regular spicy ones were so intense, and now you're taking on the super spicy one. Even the main character was hungry. We saw him looking toward somewhere and was shocked. It's selling well, he thought. Is there really someone who would want to eat that outside of a YouTube project? The world is big. As we saw the girl crying on the internet after eating these noodles. Oh, that's so hot. Somebody help me. That's so spicy, so spicy. Please give me water. I can't take it anymore. It's impossible. I'm going to die. The main character thought, is this the third floor of hell? A few minutes later, she ate it all, and she even showed everyone. The main character was quite impressed by her, even clapping for her, saying, great job. Sorry, everyone, things are kind of bad right now. For now, let's wrap it up for today. I'll just upload the photos of it later. It's totally trending. The main character thought about how it's hashtag one, but then he noticed something, a picture that was coming from her of the empty board. This computer looks kind of familiar, he thought. Isn't it the same as the one set up in Shizuka's room? Because they are my work tools, she said. But there's no way that's true, right? Then she posted a plushy picture, and the main character realized something. Possession of official merch before release, freelancing job, just finished moving. The same computer, sold at a nearby convenience store, burn on the thumb. No way. She's my neighbor. The main character tried to calm himself down, thinking it's no big deal. It's just that my Oshi lives in the next room. It's okay. I'm okay, it's calming down. Oh, I can't do it. I can't calm down at all. I guess I'll watch today's stream once again. As she said, my Oshi, I properly bought it. You know, the one with the beaming face on it, right? Or rather, the person inside is way too cute. The main character thought, I can't calm down, Soma. What should I do? The main issue for now is whether to tell or not. As we saw his mind thinking, the positive side. If I told, I don't have to hide things from Shizuka. If I don't, then I can stay as a friendly neighbor without worrying about being recognized. I can enjoy the gaps between that and the secret streams. Well, hypothetically, if I were to tell, what would the wording be? Good job, wait, is that 3P? Could it be that Shizuka is Eddie-sama? As he wrote that message and thought about it, is it okay to send? He sent it accidentally that we heard coughing voices coming from outside. The main character was shocked that he accidentally sent it and was in cluttered thinking, what should I do? I wasn't prepared for this. Or should I say, we saw her barging in the door, totally embarrassed as well as flustered, saying, what does that mean? I'm sorry, I was told to be careful not to get recognized by anyone, but still, I'm too hopeless. You seem to be really down and depressed. The main character looked toward her. If the exterior of the apartment building where I live or something like that was shown, that could be careless. But you wouldn't normally think that a photo of your desk could lead to revealing your identity. The main character apologized to her, saying, this kind of thing is against the rules, right? She was quite surprised by it, but he said, I didn't intend to trouble you. It may sound like an excuse, but I just got carried away. It's just that Eddie-sama is my Oshi. We saw her saying, so am I your Oshi? We saw him saying, yes. She was quite flustered and was blushing toward him, and he said, that's why I was really surprised when I realized that Shizuka is her. But she said, you must be really disappointed that your Oshi turned out like this. He said, that's not true. I like you even more now. We saw her blushing even more. He said, I want to get along with you regardless of my relationship with your character, so I'm glad that we didn't end up having to hide anything. Well, but I guess I do end up revealing myself after all. If Shizuka says she's moving again, there's nothing I can do about it. I said something like that, but don't mind me. We saw her blushing even more, her heart thumping after hearing the main character's words. He asked if she was listening, and she was quite startled by his voice. With a blushing face and flustered expression, she said, I'm not going to move. I believe that I can trust you, and everything will be fine because I also want to continue getting along with a reliable neighbor I was fortunate enough to meet. The main character was happy that that's how his Oshi moved next door, and they have a good relationship. As both of them said good night to each other, from now on, a dream life was about to begin. I was the one who was convinced of that. But as she stepped into her house, we saw her, the ideal and beautiful girl I saw in front of me, was just a hollow shell. But that was something I wouldn't know until a little later. As she blushed with the name of the main character, at the time of the night, she stood on her balcony, thinking about how she was glad the move went so smoothly. For a moment, I thought things might turn out badly, but as she remembered the face and the help of the main character, she thought the neighbor was such a good person. I'm Tendo Soma. Nice to meet you. She remembered this word and thought about Soma-kun. She brushed her face, saying, no, even I think this is way too easy. As the phone rang, it surprised her. This is Zarya-chan, she said. Hello. Thank you for your hard work. How did the moving go? Wow, you were worried about me? Thanks, Zarya-chan. I've been worried because we're colleagues in the same VTuber agency. Well, it somehow finished well. At first, I got off at the wrong station and got lost on the way to the new place. It was tough, but you know how it is. You said it was difficult to convince your parents. How about you? I guess it was a victory through worse resistance. Or rather, more importantly, I was having trouble packing many things, and I ended up having the neighbor, a person I just met, help in my house. Yes, but was that a mistake? You know you're a woman, right? Was it okay? You were all right? Be careful. Living alone as a woman is full of dangers, and we have risks like getting exposed. I'll do that. Thank you, Zarya-chan. Let's hang out in real life once things calm down. As the call ended, she thought about something and praised herself, thinking, well, I got exposed though, but if it's Soma, it'll be fine. I'm sure of it. Well, then I think I'll take a bath. The change of clothes and towels are. I think I put them here. Where did I put them? This is how their day started. As the morning arrived, the main character finally found something he desired. I found a collab item that I couldn't buy yesterday. I'm so excited. As expected, having an Oshi really helps life get richer. He wondered if he had seen someone similar, and it was Shizuka. She also called out to the main character. He said, what a coincidence. Are you buying more stock for your streams? She said, yes, Shizuka is the person behind her. Once again, she became my neighbor yesterday. She said, not this time. I had enough of the super spicy noodles. He said, so, are you doing some shopping for dinner? Yeah, something like that. As she hid something behind her back, the main character said, why are you hiding your basket? She was relentless in her siege, as the main character saw that it was filled with noodles. Are you even eating properly? He said. She replied, my kitchen doesn't even have a microwave yet. He said, I guess it's better to buy one soon. Exactly, she said. I thought so. I already withdrew some money. The main character, looking toward the amount of money she withdrew, thought, is she looking to buy a car or something? Knock it off. Wait a minute, now that you mention it, even during the move yesterday, I kind of think so, but her sense of money is completely off somehow. It's getting really out of hand. The main character thought about, when should I go with you to buy a microwave? She was ecstatic, saying, is it fine? He said, if I leave you alone, you'll probably end up buying an industrial oven or something. She said, wow, that helps a lot, and was ready to go right now. Good things shouldn't be delayed, I guess. It's fine for the main character as well, and they entered the store. Wow, it's spacious. The microwave selection is probably that way, she said. Okay, we saw the main character thinking. However, I proposed that in the heat of the moment, but shopping together feels like a date. I've got to pick a good microwave for Shizuka. We heard her voice calling him somewhere, and he thought, did she buy something? She said, well, what do you think about it? It was a large industrial-level microwave worth about 6 million yen. He thought about how she was living up to his expectations. Listen carefully, Shizuka. Nowadays, home appliances have evolved. A microwave oven isn't just for heating food anymore. The man talked a lot of things, but in the end, she praised him, saying he seemed to know a lot about it. Do you cook usually? Of course, the main character said. I guess I cook for myself more than most people. How about you? It's not that I don't do it, more like I can't, you see. I live with my parents. The main character said, that doesn't count as a reason, because I found out, if you're a beginner at cooking, it's best not to go for something too high performance. The microwave functions and a simple oven, and the price is also on the lower side. He thought about it, and we saw she was also into it. With that, they bought something, and it looked like a small microwave. Yeah, I did it. I bought it. This can only heat up, but was this okay? It's fine. Even if it has a lot of good features, I feel like I might not be able to use them all properly, so that's the way it is. Sorry for making you carry it, she said. The main character thought, don't worry about it. They say it takes a week for delivery. Anyway, you want to use it right away, don't you? She was speechless and then thanked the main character wholeheartedly. He said, it's fine. It's really no big deal. The distance isn't that far. Well, there's also the microwave to consider. She said, but you've been so kind to me since yesterday. Thank you. The main character, seeing her bright self, was kind of aesthetic himself. He thought, why are you suddenly being so formal? She said, well, when I moved to Tokyo, my parents were pretty opposed to it. The city is full of cold-hearted people. I said that's not true, but they forcibly push their weight. I guess I'm still a little bit obnoxious at times like that. When Somakun was kind to me, I felt relieved, so thank you very much. She said that with a cute and blushing face, and the heart of the main character once again thumped. I wonder if my face is turning red, he thought. You really don't have to worry about it at all. If it's okay with something like this, you can rely on me anytime. It's kind of embarrassing. Let's change the topic. The microwave is pretty heavy, so setting it up might be tough. Setting it up? She thought, looking like she didn't know anything. Both of them stared at each other blankly, and he said, "Did you maybe buy it and get satisfied but didn't think about it this far?" It looked like the main character was getting more worried about her. "If you like, should I go help you again?" She said, "Haha, no need. You don't need to do that." We saw she was trying hard so that the main character didn't enter her house, but the main character was persistent. That's an expected reaction. Don't be shy. If you can't set it up, it'll just end up collecting dust as it is. I mean, that wouldn't be really troublesome, though. No, I just told you to rely on me, you know? Well, it's more like this, and that is. She tried to explain, but the main character, suspicious, said, "We've already arrived here." "Well, then 5 minutes." "Just wait 5 minutes," she said. "Well, that's fine. Thanks. I'll go ahead a little. I wonder if there's something she cannot show me." The main character thought to himself. He heard a lot of rumbling noises and something falling. After hearing such noises and the scream of Shizuka, he opened the door, saying, "Hey, are you okay?" The thing he saw in her house was more like a garbage dump, and the main character was shocked and traumatized.